Okay, so I've got all the pieces of my bow laid out here. And if you're using Scal 2, specifically 2.012, it will cut these little tabs for you for this bow. But if you have Scal 1 or an older version, then you can just do the same thing without the tabs. You can just glue it. But I thought the tabs would make it easier to put it together. Alright, so I'm going to take this and go like this. I'm just holding it here. I'm going to take the other one and bend it around. And I could just glue it or staple it or something, but I've got these little tabs, so I'm just going to put one tab under the other like this. So those tabs are together, and now it also fits under the bottom like this. So there you go. So I'm going to do that to all of these pieces. Just loop it around and loop it around, and then hook the two tabs together and hook the tab over and over. So you can see where I'm going with this, and it looks cool if you have double-sided paper. This is double-sided, even though it's kind of boring double-sided, just white on the inside. It adds a little dimension to your bow. So I'm just doing the same thing all the way around. There we go. So I'm going to do that to all of my pieces. Okay, so that's my final little piece. I'm going to take this little short piece that has no tabs on it, and I'm just going to glue it in a little loop. Come on, glue. There we go. So I'm just going to, just a little circle. Alright, so let that dry. Okay, so now I've got 2 small pieces, 3 medium pieces, and 3 large pieces. So what I'm going to do is take my 3 large pieces, I'm going to put a big glob of glue in the middle there, and I want to stagger these. I'm just going to glue the 3 big pieces all together. And I did one of these where instead of glue I used staples, which also worked. So if you're more of a staple fan, go for it. Alright, so there's my 3 large ones together. I'm going to do the same thing for the 3 medium-sized pieces. And just do your best to make sure that it's centered in there. There you go. And then for the 2 small pieces, they just go in a little cross formation. And you can probably tell where I'm going with this. They all just get glued together. So let's glue in this big one. I'm going to use a little extra glue because it's all springy and it wants to come apart, but we want it to stay in place. And it's pushing itself apart, so I just have to hold it. I know it's not very exciting to watch, but you'll have to hold it down and put a glob in there. And there you go. And you know, mine is not exactly perfect, but I don't think I've ever seen one from the store that's perfect either, so that's fine with me. And you can barely see down in there, but I'll just put my little circle on the top to finish it off. And that's it, there's my bow.